guys, what's up? It's Joe Ready from Ready's Rides. I'm at the monthly Cars and Coffee event here at the DuPont Registry, walking around, and of course, I'm gonna stop at a Porsche 911, but this Porsche 911 is not like any other. This is a 2016 Porsche 911 RS. This is a GT3 RS. Now, let's talk a little bit about the history of Porsche. Porsche has been around for so many years, and the iconic halo car of that brand is really the 911. Now, what's interesting is that the 911 was almost killed off and replaced by the Porsche 928. Over the years, Porsche, through their racing, through their technology and everything else, have been able to create these amazing cars that perform like no other. Because one thing that's very unique about a 911 is that that engine is actually a rear engine, not a mid-engine. What that means is it's past the rear axle. Another thing that I love about Porsches is that the design. You could see this car from 5 miles away, you know it's a Porsche. You could see one from 1978, you know it's a Porsche. So that's the wonderful thing. Also, if you're a racing fan, no other manufacturer has won the 24 Hours of Le Mans, 12 Hours of Sebring, 24 Hours of Daytona more than Porsche. So let's go ahead and take a look at this GT3 RS. Now, when we say GT3 RS, we're talking about their epitome of racing. RS actually stands for Rennsport, which is racing. Love the change up that they do on the front of the 911. Everything is for not only show but go. So this is all going to force feed those radiators. You have that lower lip spoiler down here that's going to help scoop air and provide downforce. Because remember, this car is the epitome of a track car. This is like taking one of their 911 race cars for yourself where you could do your track days. I love across the front, the real nice open grille area. Very, very functional, very clean. Here's a little tip. If you notice the Porsche crest on the front of the car, that's actually not an emblem. On most 911s, that's an actual emblem. To save weight, because this is an RS model, to save weight, that's actually a decal, believe it or not. But this orange color really pops, especially in this overcast day, and just overall design amazing. As we work our way to the side, you can see they go with a center locking wheel. So this is a 20-inch wheel, forged aluminum, massive rotors. These are a two-piece rotor, aluminum hat, totally cross-drilled, 6-piston Brembo calipers, and I really love how they're blacked out with that Porsche logo there to match with the car. Now, if you've noticed on the fenders, there's this additional grill work. This is actually for aerodynamics. So what this is all about is channeling air from the front of the car out the side. Really adds that extra special taste to this car, but unbelievable the setup on it. As we go down the side, let's go ahead and take a quick look. Like I was telling you, that engine is rear engine. What I love about this car is that it's naturally aspirated. You could get your Porsche 911 many different flavors. You could get it turbocharged, twin turbocharged. This one's naturally aspirated. This thing redlines almost 9,000 RPM. The sound of that is glorious. Inside, if you like PDK transmissions, it's an automatic transmission that you can obviously shift with the paddles. There have been other models that have been designed, like the GT3, that you could get with a traditional manual. Now, we are going to show you inside in a few seconds, so we're going to keep working to the rear. Massive rear wing. This rear wing is so large, I could have Thanksgiving dinner on it, but it is functional. They take that, provides downforce to the back. You'll notice that you can adjust the back of the wing. Different tracks are going to require less or more downforce. If you're doing a track day at Daytona, you're not going to want a huge amount of downforce compared to, say, Road Atlanta or something like that. Really love the flared rear fascia, that flat six behind here. Really nice the way that they take the lower portion here to blend it in with the front, the twin exhaust outlets. There's our badge on the back, GT3 RS. Very, very nicely done, very nice touches. Like I said, no other manufacturer has won the 24 Hours of Le Mans more than Porsche. Let's go ahead and we're gonna check out the interior. All right, guys, time to check out the interior of this 2016 911 GT3 RS. Remember, that flat six, where are you going to be piloting it? It's going to be from behind that wheel. Inside, you got a full Alcantara covered steering wheel. I love the way that they have the yellow stripe to let you know where top dead center is. So as you're going through those twisty turns, you're going to know exactly what's going on. You can see the carbon fiber bucket seats, high bolstering. This car is made for track days. Now you can drive it on the street as well, as this owner does, obviously, to bring it here, but with that setup, that's what you're gonna do. I'm gonna have Tom show you how this owner had installed the race cage in the back. Show him in the back, Tom. Now, what's interesting is that if you buy this car in Europe, it does come with a smaller section of cage, but here in the United States, the Department of Transportation does not allow that as a new car sale. That's something that has to be added like the owner did. As we get in, just to show you what it's like to get into this 911 GT3 RS, you're gonna really fall into the bolstering, but once you're in, I'm telling you, you are ready for your track day. I like the way that they put the leather on the sides, and then when you look on the door panel, Alcantara, you remember how we talked about saving weight? Even the door, there's no actual door handle to open it. This is actually the opener, believe it or not, is just cloth material. Carbon fiber everywhere. I love the red contrast stitching, the carbon fiber down here. And this is where you're gonna be piloting this 911. Smack dab in the center is gonna be that GT3 RS logo, that tachometer. You have these really, really nice paddles on both sides that are going to help you get through that PDK 7-speed transmission. Remember, the engine in this is a 4-liter, flat 6, naturally aspirated, over 500 horsepower. That sounds like a blast. Just really amazing, amazing car. Here's another feature. So when it comes to Porsches have the key fob that's on the left-hand side. Why do they do that? It goes all the way back to the 24 Hours of Le Mans. At Le Mans, the drivers would have to actually stand on the outside of the car across the front straightaway. They would fire off the start signal, run to the car, jump in. What Porsche decided to do is put the key over here so that you could actually fire it up and put the car into gear and get off from that start-finish line. That's why that whole key area is back there. Let me go ahead. Believe it or not, the owner gave me the keys to his Porsche 911. So let me go ahead and dig it out of my pocket here. Here's the key fob. It actually has a Porsche look to it. This is what I'm telling you about. It's not only about the style of the car, but also just putting it into these types of things into the actual setup. So you're gonna put it in there, and then we're gonna fire up. Right away, immediately fires up. You hear that flat 6 sound. It's such a glorious sound, but if you want to hear it, we're going to rev it up. So give us 1 second. All right, guys, it's been a wonderful day here at the DuPont Registry Cars and Coffee event. So grateful for this owner to just open up the doors literally to his 2016 911 GT3 RS. If you want to find out about more events like this one, remember, click the link in my description. It'll give you a free download to the Motorin app, and that is, remember, something that will allow you to get to events like this. But if these are the types of things that you like to see on Rady's Rides, leave a comment in that comment section. If you're new to the channel and you're on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile coming back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Rady's Rides family. Make sure you check out my different forms of social media. You know what they're at. All Rady's Rides original content. If you want some merch, that link's in the description as well. Take you to Spreadshirt. Got to give it to Tom Moschner, standing behind this 911, getting that flat 6, reverberating his eardrums. I hope he can still hear because he's got competitions coming up. So thank you, Tom, for all your hard work. I don't know if you can hear me, Tom. Thank you for all your hard work. And just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.